welcome back to another Q&A video with myself, Renata from Nourish with Renata, your intuitive nutrition coach, here to empower you to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. And we have my most amazing co-host here, Coach Mack.
Why, thank you. Yes, I am Coach Mack, the founding health coach of Running with Bacon, where I help women transform into the fittest, strongest mamas they can be, one small step at a time.
Yay, we love it. Okay, so today we're going to really take it back to a very serious and possibly contentious question.
Clearly serious.
Yeah. So a little while ago, Mack sent a really lovely email to her email list sharing about my new podcast. Link is below. And it was so nice because she talked about the podcast and how she didn't know that it was there. And then she was asking all these questions. And then she also said something that was basically like, Renata keeps saying that we have actually met in person, but I don't remember it, which is exactly true. So Mack, please explain to everyone why we have met, that you don't actually remember this, and why that is hurting my soul. Go ahead.
Okay, well, first it's hurting my cheeks from laughing so hard already at this, because so I met Renata in a Facebook group, which her story is going to be different. I met Renata in a Facebook group of female entrepreneurs, and then we went on into this mastermind with some of the same female entrepreneurs, and basically we clicked. We were like peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and chocolate, whatever you want to call it, but love working with her. She's amazing at what she does. So fun to be around. And yeah, we haven't met in real life. So that's my version of how we met. And another thing, it was really interesting on one of those mastermind calls that we all went around and said how tall we are in real life, because when you're talking with people on Zoom all the time and you've never met them in real life, you don't know how tall they are. So it can be quite a surprise when you find out how tall someone is. I, lovely listeners, am 5 feet 4 inches on a good day. It's probably really like 5'3", but 5'4" on a good day. And Renata told us all, and I don't even remember the exact number, but Renata told us all how tall she is. And my jaw dropped because I did not picture her being tall, much less much taller than me. So again, evidence that I've never met her in real life because I had no idea how tall she was. So yeah, we've only ever met in virtual land as far as I'm concerned. But Renata, why don't you tell us what the real story is?
Yes, guys, listen in. This is really what happened. Okay. This is the true story because I never embellish. And this is just straight up facts. Okay. So yes, we did technically meet for the second time in a Facebook group called the Chillionaire Club. Shout out to Mary, Tash, and Brandy who started that. And yes, we entered this mastermind together. And I knew that Mack looked so familiar to me. I was like, man, I feel like I've met her before. Steel trap up here, you guys. So in one of our mastermind calls, we talked about different conferences that we had been to. And Mack said she had been to this conference in San Diego. It was probably 3 or 4 years ago now, led by Amy Porterfield, called the Entrepreneur Experience. And I said, I went to the same conference. And I said, that's where I know you from because I met you at like the first day's after party where I described where we were standing, because it was like, if you had bought, I think it was Marie Forleo's book, then you got to go to this special, because we're special people, we got to go to this special event afterwards. And I remembered, like I can see it in my mind right now, distinctly meeting Mack because I was standing opposite her in kind of this circle of other female entrepreneurs. And I introduced myself and I remember looking at her lanyard, which had her name on it. See, steel trap, you guys. So I was like, I've met you before in person. And when I described it, you said, yes, I remember that. I remember that event. I remember standing there, but she does not remember meeting me. And so then my heart just cracked in two and burned. And then the ashes blew away in the wind.
It was hilarious because as you were describing it, I was like, yeah, I was there. I remember all of this. Yes. And then nope,
yeah.
don't remember you.
So then many months later, after I went to therapy and repaired my broken heart and was able to become friends again with Mac, she said the reason why she doesn't remember me is because of my height. Because she thought, until I explained my actual height, which is 5'10", that she thought I was like 5 feet, like really short. Nothing against people that are 5 feet, but just basically the point being that she thought I was a more petite individual, which is very nice. I mean, I like to be petite. But basically, she thought that in her memory, she was like, I'm looking for a petite person, and no one popped up because I'm not a tiny person. I'm a tall person. And so she claims that is the reason why she doesn't remember me, even though I remember it clearly. And she still says we've never met in person, which is, obviously false.
I believe your version of events. I believe my version of events can also be true.
And that's how we met.
Yes, that is the story of how we met. However, we will eventually get to meet in person for real or again. It's going to happen. The universe is going to bring us together, and we'll take a picture and we can see how tall she is compared to me, and I will remember it, and we can just put this whole thing to bed.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who remembers when we first met, I'm like, so yeah, we're definitely meeting a second time in person. Hopefully I'll be memorable in the second occasion.
So yeah, that's the story of how we met, to clear things up, although I think we probably muddied the waters a little bit. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, in the meantime, I'm going to be sending Mac some ginkgo biloba to help with her memory.
Yes, although I've never claimed a steel trap, just for the record.
So yeah, that's the story of how we met. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. It's definitely not a meet cute for a great movie, but hey, it's our story.
That it is. We'll see you all in the next one.